Ebyobugagga by'ekibiina kya Forum for Democratic Change FDC byonna bibbiddwa. Ebyapa omuli ebiwandiiko byonna ekibiina kino bye kibadde kifunye mu myaka ebisoba 20 bukyanga kitandikibwawo Kano Dr. Kizza Besigye byonna bibbiddwa. Ebiwandiiko zonna endagaano ebyapa bibadde balina ebyobugagga ng'ekibiina kibadde kikoze abibbiddwa. Bagamba bibbiddwa omukulu Patrick Amuriat wamu ne Secretary General Nandala Mafabi. Bagamba bano bamenyewo ofiisi z'ekibiina ezibadde ez'ekyama ne babbamu buli kyabugagga ekibadde kikoleddwa ekibiina kino, era byonna bibadde bikoleddwa ebbanga ddene babitutte ebbunga abantu ne babyeddiza. Ate kwe kulina okuba nti baali asendeza Mwami Museveni ze yabawa mbu okumuguza ekibiina kino ne bakimuwa, kati ekibiina kisigadde awo tayo tebalina kyabugagga na kimu, tebalina nawe batandikira nga n'ekitebe kyennyini eky'Ennajjanankumbi bagamba kiri mu lusuubo. Waliwo omugagga ayinza okuba nga bawaddemu ensimbi ng'essaawa yonna agenda engulawo ateekewo kalina gaggadde ate batandike kutundirawo, bateekewo amaduuka agatunda ebintu. Abano basinzidde wano mu kibuga ku woteeri ya Plotia ne balangirira nti bagenda kulonda obukulembeze obulala obw'ekibiina, nti Patrick Oboy Amuriat yabbye ebyobugagga by'ekibiina n'olwekyo yagobeddwa takyali munnakibiina, kati bafunye president. Amateeka g'ekibiina kino gagamba nti omuntu bw'akwatibwa mu bubbi aba takyasobola kulembera kibiina kuba aba mubbi. Ne Patrick Oboy Amuriat engeri gye yabbye ebiwandiiko by'ekibiina naye aba mubbi kondo, aba takyakkirizibwa kulembera kibiina kyabwe kuba agenda kusiiga empisa embi ate bannakibiina abalala abandimulabiddeko nabo batandike kubba bubbi, nti olwo bagenda bakina kifaananyi ki eri bannayuganda be baagala okusaba okukulembera, nti munnayuganda ayinza kwesiga muntu mubbi. Kiba kitegeeza pulezidenti bw'aba mubbi ne bannakibiina abalala babbi, kati baagala kuggyawo babbi ate ababbi be beesonseka okujja ate mbu bakwate eggwanga Uganda. N'olwekyo balangiridde ekipya ate kyo kikambwe. Nkusaba nkutwale mu lukuŋŋaana lwabwe luno lwe bakubye nga balangirira ekipya kye baleese nga bo aba Forum for Democratic Change nti abakulembeze bali babadde basusse we bandikomye.
Secretary for the presidency. So the presidency is right here. I want to apologize for having delayed a little. You know, when you have such a team, to put it here is not the easiest thing to do. Our spokesperson, I want to invite you to speak to Uganda. Thank you very much. The other side leaders Forum associate ourselves with the ongoing sham and Kano party leadership selection, which was the way they are saying Kano leadership selection exercise supervised directly by Mr. Nandala Mafabi and Mr. Patrick Amuriat. We also urge all FDC leaders and members not to participate in these sham leadership selections and not to allow them to take place in their areas. These illegal and manipulated selections are in total violation of the June 16th 239 National Executive Committee decision. The National Executive Committee ordered for the stay of these internal elections until matters in the party are resolved. The National Executive Committee resolved to go for a retreat to discuss the sticking issues, including the Mr. Nanda and Namudi had voted into the party in the middle of last general elections in 2020. Elections will then be organized after this retreat and after other internal conflict resolution processes. The national chairman, Ambassador Waswabilikwa, in our constitution is responsible for harmony, reinforced the next resolution by suspending all electoral processes and review of structures in his July 4th, 2023 the Electoral Commission. The standoff over elections was discussed at last week's Kyoto National Council sitting and no decision was taken. The National Council meeting, the worst ever organized by the FDC, amid the violent scenes, was inconclusive on this matter. The face faced by Mr. Nanda and Mr. Amuria, some from Mr. Nigan and others from Kampala, created a hostile environment for delegates to freely deliberate on all issues affecting the party. This face descended on FDC members who had come to witness the council sitting, and many are still nursing wounds. Those that the face were chasing would be selectively arrested by the defense police and driven away to the police station. They were later summoned in charge and remanded to Muzira. One of these victims, detainees, is in coma and is admitted at maximum prison in Muzira. This is the environment created by our colleagues, under which serious matters touching the direct existence of the FDC were discussed or were supposed to be discussed. The chairman Biliko made the matters even worse by casually stating that where these sort of illegal selections have taken place, they would stand, and where they did not, effort should be made to stay them. Mind you, the FDC, as we speak to you today, has no register. We don't know who the voters are. And Mr. Nanda, who is pushing vigorously for this election, knows it and has recognized it himself. In his July 6th letter, titled Registration and Updating Members Register, Nanda states, the registration of members is an exercise that has been ongoing since 2015 with blue books that were provided to the villages. Kindly update these registers urgently. Therefore, during this period when the selections that we call elections are going on, we are providing registration books and sheets to extract the village membership that will be used by the Electoral Commission to conduct structures in the respective districts. Each sub-region will be provided with a computer for the data entry. In this letter, Nanda confirms that the Teterubuka Commission has no register. He says it will somehow emerge when the ongoing recruitment exercise is concluded. The names being selected, some on phones, will now be the register. In FDC, to qualify as a voter and a candidate, one must possess a valid party card obtained after payment of the subscription fees. After supplying party cards selectively only to his supporters, Nanda unilaterally stopped issuance of party cards. The intention was to lock out many party members from the electoral exercise. The public should also take note that this exercise has no electoral officials. Some fellows were picked by some district chairmen, others by Nanda himself, and trained as district electoral officials for one day. They were dispatched and instructed to go and train sub-county and parish electoral officials. This training never took place. Instead, Nanda started sending forms to district chairpersons, district electoral officials, and asked them to begin an exercise. This election was supposed to start midway. So there are no village registers, no sub-county registers, and then you ask those who are conducting elections at district, you do anything you can. Having in this case, one of the 4 Fdc Electoral Commission, Mr. Bone Otiama Ogomson, resigned complaining that staff in Nandala's office had taken over the electoral exercise and were advancing the decisions of the Electoral Commission, partisan as it is. And the fact, Tereuka, who is supposed to be chairing this commission and presiding over these elections, was later to appear at a press conference on June 17th, on July 17th, at the party headquarters. With the 2 Nandala and Amuriat campaign agents. One of them, Centenary Robert, the former MP Kasese Municipality. There is also a vigilante from Nakawa called Moses Okwera. The chairman of the Electoral Commission of the FDC came to address a press conference flanked by Centenary and Okwera. They are now the ones running the elections in the FDC. Having given that background, we demand therefore as follows. First, the partisan Totally Kabamwene Electoral Commission must be disbanded. A new, credible, and impartial electoral commission should be instituted. The new electoral commission should propose a new electoral roadmap and present it to the National Executive Committee for approval. The new commission must present a budget to finance these elections again to the National Executive Committee for approval. Nanda, Amria, and any other party leaders or leader who intend to participate in these elections as a candidate should step aside and an interim leadership is constituted to steer the party up to the next delegates conference. Thank you very much. With no particular order, I will invite the Honorable Salam Super then I will invite another colleague in behalf who will not all be able to make comments, but those who will make comments will be sure to have others. Then I will invite the Honorable Salam.
Yes, thank you very much. In the 19 years of Forum for Democratic Change, we have insisted on credible elections for government and therefore for ourselves. We have had elections in the past by our first electoral commission of Rubaramira, Ruranga. We also had of Dan Mugaruba. And all those did us proud in providing a leadership that came through a process that was credible and that we had agreed on. Today, that is being reversed. And this is what brings us here. We have no other issue except having a process that is credible that we have agreed on. This is what happens under FDC 1. An election day is gazetted, and the time is also gazetted. The place is also gazetted countrywide. The first branch, which is the village branch, in the past would start elections at 10 a.m. and end at midday, countrywide. And then the next level of the parish would happen from 3 to 4. All the villages would congregate and choose the leadership. Another day would be gazetted to sub-county and constituency level, and then finally to the district. This is not happening. It's a big shame to me, who has served under all these leaderships, to see what has become of the Electoral Commission under Tuteremuka Bamwenda, a big storyteller about the past and what went wrong in the past. Big storyteller. And so the elections that are acceptable and that meet the standard of FDC are the elections that I've described, of gazetting a day and a time and a place countrywide for this to happen. Even in the places where the selections have happened, that standard has not been met. And we all believe and know that they have been grossly interfered with. And therefore it's not too much to ask from our colleagues an election that meets the standards of Forum for Democratic Change. An election that meets the standards of the national election. Because we have accused every chairman of the Electoral Commission, Chigundu, Yabakama, of holding sham elections countrywide. But these ones, within our party, make the Yabakama's elections look like star elections. And so we can't bequeath that to a party for which many people have lost lives, have lost opportunities. And it isn't even complicated. A new election will still elect leaders that were selected. It could be re-elected. And so for the good of our party, for the good of the people of Uganda, for the good of democracy, this is what is the bottom line for us. We are members of NEC. We have been at this through our meeting, and we have made resolutions. A party that does not respect this resolution is not good enough for the people of Uganda. And also we are duty bound to abide by the expectations of the political parties and organizations. And so, we do believe as members of NEC that we should respect the resolution of NEC and go back to it and heal our party, grow our party, and use the party for the purpose for which we formed the country.
Continue this side and let it come to this side.
Thank you, Chairman. On NEC, I'm the Vice Chairperson. On NEC, I'm the Vice Chairperson FDC, in charge of Western Uganda. And I'm here this morning, first of all, to confirm that I'm part of this statement, which was presented by our chairman, General Assembly. Two, I want to confirm the country and all members of the FDC that no election has taken place in my region, Western Uganda. I've heard some people talking about that maybe some areas in some districts. I want to confirm that so far no election, because
as leaders of FDC, we are telling our colleagues that there is a problem. And you can see, actually we are now we are expecting our vice chairperson from the northern region to join us and the deputy president. So if everyone from the NEC, the National Executive Committee, one of the highest bodies regulating this party, FDC, is telling you that there is something wrong, why do you continue? So, members from my region, I call upon you to resist this election until we told you to do so. And on Monday, we are coming, I'm leading a team to Western Uganda to confirm to them, and I can tell you almost 99.9% from my region are willing to participate in this election. We are going to tell them after we have read this statement. And we don't expect them to forward those people from Nigeria attending them. I thank you.
I will continue up to
Thank you very much, colleagues. I also want to point out what you may not have known, that one of the issues that Nandara and Po agreed with Mr. Museveni was to organize a sham election, so as to portray the Byabakama election as free and fair. And that's why, as these were organizing a sham election, Byabakama was announcing a roadmap. It is not a coincidence, it is a plan. But two, make sure that during this sham election, some security personnel of Mr. Museveni are part of the leaders that will come up for purposes of making sure that during the delegates conference then organized, Poa and Nandara become leaders who will definitely hand over the party to President Museveni. Finally, I want to assure Ugandans that FDC is not like any other parties that Museveni has taken over. It is deeply rooted. You just can't go to district and say, I am going to organize the election if they don't want. So we shall do whatever is humanly possible to make sure that Museveni can only take over Poa, Nandara, and their boards, and not the FDC party. I want to thank you very
I will that side stop to the Honorable Nyakato and then come this side.
Personally, I come from Bunyoro sub-region, Hoima City. In my constituency, the Secretariat, with the guidance of the Secretary General, they appointed members right away from the grassroots, the village level up to the city level, without any of the FDC members, the executive members, which was elected by the FDC members, having participated. The officers from the headquarters came, just wrote, appointed people who they are interested. Even in the ward I come from, I even don't know the people whom they fixed who come from my village. So one of the core principles that we stand for as FDC is transparency. Transparency, democracy for all, and allowing individuals, FDC members, to exercise their rights to vote. So in a situation where the Secretariat has appointed
members to fill the structures of a city, of a district which I represent, I really reject and desist from such kind of appointed elections. And for the people of Hoima City and Bunyoro, we call upon you to reject such kind of political appointments. We are aware that any political exercise which does not take place where people have voted is not democratic. So, nterera abantu baitu inywe nabakuru ga Bunyoro nti itwe first of all I'm a NEP member and omuntu omuhalo mwakomere kubakikira akatebe ka nasono omuneke itwe nka Hoima City bakaja batukomera abantu babateka mu structures zabo. Even by the time the National Council was sitting, they already had the structure filled where we were not even aware. So kubaterera abantu abakuja ne barabamu kubagambira bako ba structure zabo bafere mubeganyire mubanuge ereza asubire bakubagamba bumarure burora ite tukwende kitebe cyatugende kurunga mu maiso cyari mu bufere bwona kwenda akarura karumekerereza na mbere buromara yemigira akarura nti tugenzere dakiaro nanga twakoma twagenda kalisi na mukabunda sub county nanga twakoma so akaruru ko bukwereka abantu kugenda bahandika amabara mu majugabu mukanuke mukagaye kandi mutaketa buramu.
Members of the media who have been profiling us as a faction we are not. There's wide spectrum of members you see here. We constitute the National Executive Committee of the party. And we are duly recognized by the party constitution. I am the Deputy President. You've seen the Vice Chairperson here. You've seen the Vice Honorable Kadinda, Deputy and all these secretaries. We visited our party headquarters, but you know what is happening there. The party headquarters under siege. They have been taken over by those who have been there, and you yourselves actually, you can't access those premises right now. What happened to you on that fateful day when some of your colleagues were mauled by those goons is something we shouldn't repeat here. You know what transpired there. So the reason we are seated here is because our party headquarters have been taken over by goons. Otherwise we would be there executing our business. And that brings me to the second issue. Whatever is happening right now, the elections we have denounced are not being conducted in accordance with the party constitution. Because under normal circumstances and within the parameters of the party constitution, it should be the National Executive Committee sanctioning those processes. You are told, and I would like to hear on the same, we took a decision suspending those elections, pending the resolution of the conflict. And we are yet to do that. The team you see here, we are supposed to assemble in a particular place at a retreat to resolve these conflicts. That was a resolution which is documented, which is recorded in our minutes. Today, the 2-3 individuals who have hijacked management of the party and not allowing those processes to take place. And so that's the reason we have made it categorically clear that unless and until we go into a retreat, come up with a proper roadmap, those elections are not going to be seen. We are not only stopping them by mayor proclamations, but we are going to do everything possible to stop the exercise. Until this party does not belong to the 50 individuals who are treating it as a big party. The FDC is one party which has gotten its structures, robust structures, rolled out countrywide. It has never been a briefcase party. But right now, to see only two individuals calling shots, running rough shots, the Honorable Nandala and Paul, it's an absurdity, totally unacceptable. And I may be surprised if any of them treated this as a statement for a faction. Actually, if anything, it's Nandala and Power who are running the faction. The executive is here, and we are ready to execute the business. This is our mandate under the party constitution. Right now, it's an unfortunate situation that NEC cannot sit and cannot allow this to happen. So we are going to make everything possible for NEC to sit, to take charge of the process, and we call upon the bona fide members of the party. Please wait for the decision that's going to be taken by the party in its properly constituted organs and meetings. The statements casually issued by the Honorable Nandala as CSD should be frowned upon, should be treated with the contempt they deserve. They shouldn't be at all accorded any respect or implemented because they are made without the authority of the party and the constitution as such. That's the question of the budget. The issue of the budget for these elections. Again, it's the mandate of the National Executive Committee. As we are seated here, we have had several meetings convened at the party order, not only of the party, but also the broader national constitutional order must be respected. And the reason we are saying is, let's get back the party into its structures so that we operate as a NEC and take decisions collectively and move the electoral commission when actually it's the candidates. We can't allow that to happen under our nose. In the past, we are fighting that advice at the national level. It cannot happen in our party. So that's why we are denouncing all exercises being conducted by one man's rule. One man's rule we are challenging at the national level. It's a one man's rule we are having in the party and totally unacceptable. So we reiterate our earlier demands in the statement read by our spokesperson. And we stand by that collectively, and we are going to defend that particular position. And I call upon all of you to must have the capacity, all members, wherever you are. This is a grand call. In my language, take the bull by the horn. Thank you.
love FDC, but I love and cherish democracy more. I love and cherish transparency more. And I am here to put Nandala and Power on notice that I, Elangiride, I am not simply going to watch as FDC is taken over 27 through Nandala and Power. That I am going to fight, and I am going to do everything possible, use all means necessary, and I am going to work. I am going to rally members of FDC to come out and defend their party. And I think it seems Nandala has forgotten the FDC members. The FDC members that I know cannot be paid to support someone who has been deployed 27. The FDC members that I know cannot be beaten and silenced and on gunpoint start supporting Nandala and Power. The FDC members that I know are not going to give up on democracy. The FDC members that I know are not going to give up on fighting for forum for democratic change. Ladies and gentlemen, I am here to inform you that members of FDC are not going to give up. We are going to fight. We are going to use all means necessary to make sure that the dictators that are currently at Najana Kumbi exit. Thank you.
Ebya FDC bwebityo bwe biri si byangu biraka byasobye buli omu yewerera munne waliyo okulonda tewali bano babbye bino bano babbye bino abantu batutte bino bano batutte biri buli omu alaga nti alina amaanyi era buli omu akakasa nti nno yasobola era yajja okutwala ekibiina mu maaso buli omu alangira munne bubbi bufere kati awo Mukama yaba abalungamya bakola ebintu byabwe bulungi naye nga bagamba tewali kulonda bakulu omukulu Power Muriat Oboy ne Nandala Mafabi Secretary General bakakase balemeddeko bagamba okulonda kw'ekibiina abakulembeze ab'enjawulo ku mitendera egy'enjawulo okulina okugenda mu maaso kati ate kino ekibinja ekikulembeddwamu omukulu Ssemujjuŋŋanda Erias Lukwago n'abalala ne Kizza Besigye bagamba okulonda tekulina kugenda mu maaso kubanga waliwo ebyasoba nti mwami Nandala ayagala kugulirira abalonzi balonde ebifu then abamukkirizaamu atwale wa mwami Museveni ekiwedde bagamba kino tebagenda kukikkiriza era tebagenda kukiwakadde time yonna kubanga ekibiina kyabagenda baba bakitunze nga bakiwaddeyo tebayinza kukkiriza kutwalibwa mu geto baweebwe mwami Museveni omulundi gumu bwe ppu bagamba bagenda kulwana n'okufiirawo bagenda kuluma amannyo bagenda kuluma ogwansi ne waggulu bagenda kukola buli kisaanidde okulaba nga ekibiina kyabwe kisigala nga kinywevu nga kibali mu ngalo ng'ate tekitwaliddwa bwe kitofwa beeweze nti bagenda kulwanira bagenda kuyita mu bannakibiina ab'enjawulo babagambe nti temugenda na mukulu Nanda temugenda na mukulu Power Patrick Oboya Muriat nti abo bafere oba babbi oba bakulira mwami Museveni kyonna kibabayise nti eno ye watuufu ewali Lukwago ewali Ssemujjuŋŋanda ewali Kizza Besigye nti ye watuufu yewali amazima era yewali wagenda okutwala ekibiina mu maaso nti bali be mulaba eri balina ensimbi abateekamu akasente aboonone ekibiina kya Forum for Democratic Change FDC kale ffe katubirinde tuteekewo abiri tubatunuulire tulabe kye bagenda okuzannya naye nga kaakasente baakalya mbu ne Dr. Kizza Besigye baakamutwalirako simanyi n'afuna gy'akatereka awo tebitegeerekeka bulungi bwe yakatereka gye yakatereka akaalagawa kaavaayo kaddawa nanga awo simanyi kale munnayuganda gwe bw'oggula amaaso weetegereze bulungi ensonga zino olabe ekituufu ekigenda mu maaso kale mbaagala nnyo Mukama Katonda nsaba bankuumire tujja kuba tuddamu mweraba